So you got yourself an old 67 to 72 Chevy or GMC truck. You took everything apart and you can't remember how the tailgate goes back together. That's okay. My name is David Welch. I'm here at Brothers Tech Center to show you how to get your tailgate back together again. Now, what I want you to notice first is your latch right here. Now you'll notice that this tailgate is up. The letters are up. And the latch right here, you have to make sure that this beveled edge here is not facing up also. It has to be facing the other way so that it hits your striker and closes correctly. This right here is the rod that's going to make it operate. All you have to do is put it together like this. When you put it back together like that, you have to make sure that on this other end right here, that this right here is pointing upwards. So that's wrong. We'll flip this over, and now we have it right sticking up. Now when I slide this into here, a lot of times when I'm dancing around with it, this has come disconnected. So what I'm going to do is just get a little bit of electric tape, and I'm just going to tape it down. I'm not taping it down hard or anything. It's just a nice light tape just to keep this thing from dancing around too much on me and coming disconnected when I'm trying to attach my handle. It's just going to slide right in like this. Make sure the rod's poking through. We got two 5/16 bolts, got a lock washer on there. That's just going to slide right on in there. And then when you're tightening these down, don't just grab one and torque it all the way down. You get it up on there, snug it up a little bit, snug up the other one, then go ahead and tighten down the rest of the way. If you just grab it and torque it, sometimes you can bend and twist stuff. Now we've got our rod sticking up right here, and we can go ahead and put our handle on. What you want to notice on your handle right here is that it's got these funny little clips, one on the top and one on the bottom. You really can't see down there, but this is an example of what they look like right here. So we have to be sure that when we put this on, that the rods are popping up through that clip. Another thing that we have to make sure is that the rods are in the right position as far as who's on top and who's on bottom. So if you look at this tailgate the way it is, on my right side right here, this is going to be on the top, and on my left side, this is going to be on my bottom. Now when I pop it through this little clip right here, I got to do my top first, because you can't get a hold of it if the bottom is attached. If your tailgate's all painted and nice, you might want to get some tape on all this and keep it from getting scratched up. This can be a little bit of a thing and take you some time and be a little frustrating, so be prepared for that. I got lucky on that one, really. So now we're set. What I'll do is pick this guy up, and we're going to get some 5/16 bolts again. I like to use these right here. That's just original style, and a lock washer on there, that's all. So I'll flip this around. I'll get my bolts lined up and get them in there. And then I'll snug these guys up. But before I tighten it the rest of the way, I'll make sure that my handle is where I want it to be. So just a snug up, a line up, and then a tighten up, and you'll be all done. All right, how does that look there? So I'm not going to go to all the trouble of getting this totally perfect. I'm just, because we're taking this back apart, putting it back on the shelf so you can buy it. All right, that's good enough for now. So you can see it's a little confusing, a little bit of a Chinese puzzle, but it's not too tough. You can get it back together, no problem. Now, when you're getting your tailgate on there, and you don't have your hinges, you don't have your latches, it's no big deal because we do. You can buy them an original and go ahead and paint them up, Or you can get stainless steel if you want a little bit of bling on there. Another nice thing about stainless steel is it doesn't corrode or chip the way that chrome will, and you can polish it back up if it dulls up a little bit. Now this I really want you to pay attention to. This is kind of one of my new favorite things right here. If you'll compare this with the old one, it's just metal, but here you'll see a urethane wrapping around that, and what that's going to do is it's going to keep it quieter for you. These are made just a little bit bigger too, so it doesn't rattle around so much. So check all these different things out at the same time you're getting your tailgate. You don't want to get halfway through your project and then find out you don't have this, that, or the other. Make sure you got everything the first time you're out. So take your time, be safe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. When you're on YouTube, you make sure you subscribe, because I'm doing these every week and I'm going to take it personally if you don't watch them.